Our first exercise in the abdominal series is an abdominal curl up straight. It requires you to begin in a neutral back position, that being having the natural curves in the lumbar spine, and also for the pelvis to be in a neutral state facing the ceiling. The shoulders, or the arms, are shoulder width apart and directly up to the ceiling, and it's okay if the tubing's slightly off tension. The feet, knees and hips are all at the same distance, that being roughly hip distance apart also. Right, we're going to do a curl up. We're working all the layers of the abdominals, so take a breath in to begin with. As you exhale, feel the abdominal connection, pelvic floor muscles slowly start to curl up through the spine. The hands will rest down beside the hips and you'll take an in-breath to return back to your starting position. We'll do 3 more like that. Take a breath in. As you exhale, the abdominals start to curl the upper spine upwards and the arms follow suit. We're doing 2 more. Take a breath in. As you exhale, the head rolls into the chest rolls towards the abdominals hold the shape before returning back with control. Last one, take a breath in, and as you exhale, head rolls into the chest, contract deep and low, keep reaching through the hands, and return back with control. We're going to add a little bit to that. We're going to up the level a little bit by bringing the legs up to a tabletop position. One leg will lift, followed by the other, and make sure that you are still maintaining that neutral back position at all times. We will start again from the top, take a breath in, and as you exhale, it's the same sequence. The abdominal muscles contract, you're looking down onto the waistline, and you want to work your return phase back to the starting position. Take a breath in, as you exhale, the abdominals contract, curl up nice and comfortably, and return back. 2 more. Take a breath in, nice and open for the sides of the ribs. Feel the abdominals, pelvic floor, deep stabilizers of the trunk working, and work your return phase. Last time, take a breath in, and as you exhale, working efficiently through all layers of the abdominals, and make sure those neck and shoulders are nice and calm. Place the feet one at a time back down onto the mat, and a job well done. Our next exercise is called circles. It requires you to have the feet in the straps. I want you to maintain the position of the spine throughout. I want you to make sure that the legs are working independently of any hip and back movement. So this is a circumduction of the thigh bone in the hip socket. We're going to start at 90 degrees and try not to let the pelvis shift out of position. All right, take a breath in there, guys. As you exhale, the legs are going to come down. They'll slowly go out to the sides and bring it back up to 90 if you can maintain the neutral position of the spine. Good. And just repeat that one more time to make 3 and then finish at the top. Excellent, good. And let's reverse that. We're going to go out to the sides, George, and around. 1. Excellent, good. And repeat that. 2. Feel the freedom in the hip joints, but feel the control in the abdominals. And finish at the top. Good, and make sure that your spine is undisturbed throughout. With this exercise, we're looking at thoracic extension and the muscles of the mid-back. It requires us to lie down onto our bellies, so we're going to bend the knees, guys, and place the hands onto the mat, and then lie down looking downwards towards the floor. Good. So again, we want to make sure that the spine is nicely aligned. The abdominal muscles are supporting the lower back particularly, and the movement is required up here in the shoulder girdle. Take a breath in to prepare, good abdominal control. As you exhale, the shoulder blades slightly raise a little bit towards the ceiling and then slide down towards your back and then return back again. So when I say they rise up to the ceiling, they're actually pulling backwards. Yeah, opening up the front of the chest and feeling the shoulder blades sliding down towards the hip pockets. Let's go for another 2 more. Breathe in to prepare. As you exhale, the shoulders come up, sliding down, working the strong muscles between the shoulder blades, and return back. We've got 1 more. Breathing in, keeping the necks nice and long, the shoulders broad, and very strong in the midsection of your spine. Good. Bend the elbows. Place the hands back down, slowly push yourself back again. And then we have a very effective thoracic extension with an assist from the power tubes. Our next exercise is called frogs, and it requires you to put the feet in the straps. So George, we're going to grab those straps and place your feet in. I'm going to grab Chantel's straps and place them on. Actually, you're going to help me, so you take that one for me. I'm going to place this one on as well. Okay, and just for extra resistance, I'm going to add the yellow tubing. So we're going to send these through and just hook them straight on to the straps, just like so. And how does that feel? Yeah, excellent. So now Chantel's got a little bit more resistance on her inside thighs. It makes it a little bit easier for the abdominals. Obviously, if the tubing is a bit lighter, then the abs have to work just a little bit harder. All right, so bring the legs together then, Chantel. As you breathe in, we're going to bring the legs in towards you. And as you exhale, just press that tubing away and keep the abdominals nice and active. Good. Inhale, bring the legs back in. And as you exhale, press away. Good. And repeat. Inhale. Resist the feet coming in towards the pelvis. And as you exhale, keep wrapping and spiraling the legs around. Good. Inhale again. We'll do 2 more. Just relax the feet a tad more there. And as you exhale, press through your heels. Feel the inside thighs engage. Feel the pelvic floor and deep lower belly muscles. And last one. Inhale to bend. Resist coming in. And as you exhale, drive those legs away nice and strong. Work the adductors, keep the abdominals strong, and then gently bring the legs back in and recover out of that. So we're going to take the feet out of the straps, and I'll help you there. Just take one foot out, followed by the other, and return. Good. Our next exercise is called openings. Again, we've got the feet in the straps. So I'm going to start with the legs coming out to about a 45-degree angle. All the neutral spine principles apply here. You want to work on wrapping the legs out slightly here. And at the moment, the inside thigh, the adductors are very active. From here, we're going to stretch the adductors out as we take the legs out wide to the sides. Good. And then we're going to bring the legs back in to a 45-degree angle. And repeat. Inhale, open. And exhale, working the inside thighs to bring them together. And one more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, bring them back together. I'm going to take the legs out one last time to visit just a bit of a stretch on the inside legs. So you want the adductors, the inside thighs, to be nice and stretched. You want to keep the pelvis down in its neutral position. The spine remains undisturbed again. Neck, shoulders, rib cage is all calm. I'm going to breathe in and out. Another in breath and out breath. And we'll bring those legs back to 45 degrees. Good. Bring the knees into the chest and let the lower back just rest back down onto the mat. This next exercise is the pelvic roll up, and we're going to move through each section of the spine as the arms travel down beside you and rest onto the mat. So let's start with the hands directly above the shoulders. And here I really want you to articulate your spine, that is, move through as many sections through your back as possible. We're going to take a breath in to prepare. As you exhale, we're finding the abdominal connection and we're letting the lumbar spine drop into the floor. As you do that, curl the hips upwards towards the ceiling. Breathe in at the top, making sure that you're pressing down, and then let the arms come back and allow the spine to come down in contrast to the arm movement. Good. Repeat that again. Take a breath in. As you exhale, the arms come down beside you. Peel the lower section of the spine off the mat, followed by each section until you're right between your shoulder blades. Press the hands down. Watch that the knees don't separate too much. You want to place the weight into the feet evenly and curl back down through your spine. Let's go for another 2 more there. Good. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, As you curl the lower section of your back, your arms begin to come over the top. Just watch that you're not pushing up with your lower backs too much, and curl back down with the arm movement to complement it. Good. One more time. Take a breath in. As you exhale, feel the tubing as you resist down with your lats and arms, and then feel the gluteals working together for that. As you curl down, good abdominal support, an open spine, and then come back to your neutral state. Our next exercise is called Preparation for 100s, one of Joseph Pilates' favorite exercises. We are going to start in a neutral back position again with the legs in tabletop. So one leg comes up, followed by the other. Legs are in 90 degrees, hips and knees. Hands are straight above the shoulders. Right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're curling your chin to your chest and you're rolling up towards the hips and return back down again. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, let's find those abdominal muscles, pelvic floor muscles, and curl up and return back. Good. If you feel strong enough there, as you exhale, we're going to lengthen the legs away this time. So feel the legs at about 45 degrees and inhale, return back. Good. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curling up, reaching the hands down beside the hips and delay those legs coming back. Two more. Exhale, neutral back position, maybe slightly imprint if you need to there, and return back. Imprinting means that you're going to softly just let the lumbar spine melt down towards the floor. Good. And I'm going to keep you up there for a moment, Chantal. So coming up. Good. Reach those legs nice and long. Find that abdominal connection. You should feel that lumbar spine just gently resting onto the floor. Clasp your hands and come up just a fraction higher. Good. Can you maintain that? Good. And from there, if you want to, if you feel like those legs are a little too low, just bring them up a fraction higher, and that actually makes it just a little bit more comfortable in the back. Well done there, George. Bring it back, bend the knees, place one foot down, followed by the other. Good work. This is the roll up, and it requires you to be facing the attachment of the tubing towards the door or wherever the tubing is attached to the wall. We're going to curl down through your spine and start in a supine position lying onto your back. Good. So here we've got length from head to toes, and we're going to roll up through each section of the spine, starting from the top of the head. So take a breath in, the head rolls into the chest. Yep, you can start. Feel the abdominal connection and really try and open up through the lower back as best you can there. Breathe in and stack the spine sitting up tall, shoulders calm, and as you exhale, feel the abdominal connection. Make as many movements as you can through that lumbar spine, upper area as well. Open up to the shoulders, breathing in, and as you exhale, the head starts the movement, the shoulders follow. The lower back is the last thing to peel off the mat. Stretch it forward, coming back up to an upright state, and return back down. So the abdominals, draw in, keep the spine as long as you can, lower back, middle back, upper spine, and return back to your neutral position. Okay, our next exercise is called single leg stretch. It requires you to work alternate legs while you're doing your abdominal curl up. You're going to start in your tabletop position, which means the hands directly above the shoulders, lifting one leg followed by the other. Knees are at right angles, hips are also at right angles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curl up through the upper body and lengthen one leg out. Inhale, return it back. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, curl back up and return back again. Good. Exhale, reach to that right leg and curl, look down on the waistline and return back. Good. And exhale, reach to the left side and inhale, return back. One more time on each side. So you're curling up through the head and shoulders, come back to your neutral state in your neck and return back up again. Good. And for a modified version, we're going to keep the head down for the next two. As you exhale, keep the head down and reach the leg long, bring it back. Change sides. Good. Make sure the leg doesn't go too low, otherwise you might find that you'll lose your neutral state. Right leg. So the leg is reaching relative to the amount of strength you have in your core in order to keep your neutral position on your back. Place one foot down onto the floor, followed by the other, and again recover.